I was born in Fort Worth, Texas, Harris Hospital.
Harris Hospital. And what were your parents' names?
My daddy's name was Orville Willard, and he went by the name Pete Cleveland. And my mother was Billy Ruth, and she went by Ruth Cleveland.
What about any siblings?
I have an oldest brother. His name is Wayne Cleveland, and he goes by the nickname of Smokey. And then I have an older brother, Max Cleveland, and then myself.
Well, did you go to school here in Burleson?
I sure did. I went from 1959 to 1971, graduated here, Burleson High School.
What got you into the service?
Well, at the time I joined the service, it wasn't very popular to be in the service, but I graduated high school and decided I'd go a year at Tarrant County Junior College, and I got to looking at my options, and I wanted to do something with my life, so I decided I'd travel. And the Navy offered that opportunity, and I went down and talked to a recruiter, and he said a whole bunch of things to me, and I agreed with him, and off I went.
Well, what kind of training did you have?
Well, as far as the training goes, it's your standard boot camp. I actually joined the Naval Air Reserve. I'm a little bit unusual when it comes to where I went to boot camp and all, but I went to boot camp in Millington, Tennessee, under the Naval Air Reserve training program. That went defunct just a little while after I went through it.
Well, do you remember much about your training?
Well, it was quick, a lot of running, a lot of sir, yes, sirs, and a lot of that normal brainwashing they run you through to get you militarized.
Well, after your basic training, where did you go?
Well, after I left there, I went to back to Naval Air Station at Dallas, and I was waiting on further orders. And when the orders came through, I went to the USS Kitty Hawk, CV-63 out of San Diego, California. I was assigned to ship's company in V-1 division, which I was ultimately groomed to be an aircraft firefighter rescuer. I ran around on the flight deck, putting out burning planes and burning pilots and shoving planes over the side.
Now, Kitty Hawk, that's a carrier, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Well, once you were on the Kitty, well, first of all, what was it like to see a carrier? Had you ever been on one before? Or?
Well, the first time I saw that rascal, I was, I'm reminiscing now. The first time I saw it, I was in awe. I'd never seen anything so big in all my life. I looked up at it, and the higher up I looked, the closer I got, it kept getting bigger and bigger, and it was a big ship.
Was there anyone you knew on the Kitty Hawk, or went through training with you that was assigned there?
It's funny that you asked that. I have several occurrences where I ran into people that I knew from different parts of the world. I was down in what we call our small store, because I was down there buying some uniform parts, and I had picked up a pair of socks. I was talking to myself, and there was a guy standing next to me, and I was stretching them out there, and I said, "I wonder if these things fit over my feet." And the guy said, "I don't know." And I turned around, and it was David Hunt, and I had gone to school with him here in Burleson. He was aboard the same ship with me.
Well, so you went to, was it San Diego out there for the Kitty Hawk?
Yeah, San Diego, and then we made tours to the Western Pacific, which at that time it was through Hawaii and the Philippines and South China Sea, which is off the coast of Vietnam.
And now you mentioned you wanted to travel. Was this the kind of travel that you wanted, or?
Well, there's an old saying about join the Navy and see the world, but they didn't tell me I'd see it through a porthole.
Well, did the ship ever stop anywhere, or?
That first cruise I went on, it would, let's see, I'm trying to think, it's been 30 years. Hawaii, Philippines, Singapore, and we got over into Mombasa, Kenya, over in East Africa. And I think we made it up into the Persian Gulf. That was back before all this mess over there started. That's when we can go up there without getting shot at. And that's pretty the extent of my kitty hawk tour there.